We're partnering this year with EMAF, which is a mission in Brazil that shares very similar values and objectives that we do at Living Truth. And so it's a very natural fit. And it was founded by Marcio Garcia. And I have Marcio here with me. Tell us how EMAF began.
Years ago, I was in a Bible college and I heard about fishing villages with no gospel at all. It hit my heart and mind and never left me for 30 years. So from that time on, I started going myself and putting teams together for my Bible college to go as part-time. And eventually my wife and I went to live in a tiny fishing village, and we saw that that was not a work for a couple, but for many people. So we started EMAF.
And your approach is to go into these communities, which are completely unchurched, and you first plant a church, is that right? Is that your approach?
That's what we do. But when we go there, we find so many other needs that Jesus would love to meet, for sure, because he had done that in all his ministry.
What kind of needs in particular have you got involved with?
I saw a little kid, 4-year-old, crying with no food for 4 days. So we gave our food, and today we deliver food parcels for people sick or with no parents. I passed in a village where the guy had just pulled out his own teeth with a knife because he was in pain for 3 days, 2 nights. So we started bringing dentists as volunteers. So there are many, more than 1,000 volunteers have helped the EMAF along the years, all medical doctors, dentists, nurses.
And how many full-time missionaries in addition to these volunteers do you have?
85 at this point.
And what do they do?
Missionary, when we send him to a village, he goes to plant a church. But eventually they get involved with other ministries like children's centers, schools, or clinics. Everything we do, the proclamation component is always there. We always preach the gospel plus something else to meet their needs.
That's fantastic. Now we're going to go and see a couple who are missionaries in Barcelos and the great work that they're doing.
It's the start of a new day at the Children's Center in Barcelos del Sol. Children from 80 different families come to escape poverty at home. And every morning, Paula Veronica is there to greet them. Barcelos is hidden in a tangle of mangrove swamps. There's hardship, unemployment, poor housing, and sickness. There is a spiritual malaise that saps energy. This is where Marcus and Paula have been sent to do an internship after graduating from seminary. Marcus pastors the small church. Paula runs the Children's Day Center.
Então, existem crianças aqui na creche que só tem a refeição da creche.
Paula and Marcus are missionaries with EMAF. The village is slowly being transformed through spiritual and practical help.
Quando nós olhamos, por exemplo, o Senhor Jesus, quando ele prega ou então faz uma cura dentro dos evangelhos, né? Nós vimos que ele pega e ele transforma o homem totalmente, tanto socialmente, espiritualmente, intelectualmente e assim por diante. A mesma coisa tem acontecido aqui, né?
Today, Marcus gets a much-needed boost when EMAF founder Marcio Garcia comes to see the dynamic growth of the church.
A igreja hoje em dia ela tem crescido, sim. As pessoas têm ido, têm participado da igreja, né? Pessoas têm se convertido, sim, graças a Deus por isso.
EMAF missionaries take a long-term view. They put a lot of effort into children because they want the next generation to grow up with good nutrition, good values, opportunities for education, and hope for the future. But to give all this to the children, Marcus and Paula have to give up a lot themselves. They had planned to leave after their internship, but God had other ideas.
Se nós saíssemos naquela hora, naquele momento, depois dos 9 meses, não teria mais ninguém para tomar conta da creche, tomar conta da igreja, né?
Acho que isso é a melhor coisa. Quando passamos pela rua, oh, minha tia, maravilhosa! É bom, é muito bom, é gratificante. Então isso motiva a gente a continuar todos os dias, mesmo que seja difícil. Isso é é o amor que Deus dá. É somente Deus quem dá esse contentamento, né? Todos os dias permanecer e sentir prazer em estar fazendo o que estamos fazendo.